Well, we were certainly pleased with the success last year with the performance of the crews. And it did augur well for this year because we have a good number of those guys back.
We knew we had the potential, we knew we had the depth, and it was just a matter of working hard and making sure guys stayed healthy and kind of putting it all together.
The real key is, once we set the boats, is just how well they begin to row together and how well they race, and that's what we're going to find out in the next few weeks.
Wanted to win that championship, and we didn't get to do it last year, so I think that's kind of been the goal on everyone's mind.
They did a great job during the fall. Certainly an exceptional performance in the head of the Charles. And they continued to work well through the fall. They did a very good job in the top 8 in particular, did a very good job in the tail of the Charles, our forest race. And they've been working hard since. So we're hopeful that we'll have some fast crews. I think we're hopeful, in fact, that the whole squad's been working hard. We hope we'll have at least 3 very strong crews. The varsity, if they do well, should be very competitive.
It was a fun year for sure. We started out in the fall last year with a pretty good showing ahead of the Charles. We finished second behind a pretty quick Washington boat, and I think that kind of set the tone for the rest of the year. So I think you saw that in the tail of the Charles results, where we did a pretty good job as a team. Then it carried over into the spring, and we didn't quite have it, I guess, in the last race of the season, which was tough, but definitely left a sour taste in everyone's mouth who was coming back.
They need to train hard, which I think they've been doing. They're competitive. There has been good competition for seats in the boats, and that's healthy. That's good.
It's competitive, to say the least. We just finished up a pretty tough week and a half, 2 weeks of seat racing and just tough competition going out in the water, like 2 very competitive lineups and pushing each other extremely hard. But even though it's been tough, it still remained fun. And I think that's something that the senior class does a great job of. Just, on the water, you gotta handle your business, but you come back, you go in the lounge, you go in the locker room, and it's like relaxed, everyone's friends, you kind of leave it on the water. And no one's ever said it, but it's kind of like, it's an unwritten rule, it's just understood among everyone that, you're not gonna hold grudges. At the end of the day, we're all on the same team, striving for the same goal.
There's never any shortage of competition, no. I think, on the East Coast, I think Cornell's going to be good, Brown is going to be very strong, Princeton is likely to be strong. There's no shortage of competition, and Wisconsin, I think, it might be very strong as well by the time we race them.
It's going to take a lot of hard work, and we can't just have that as our only goal. We have to have other goals along the way. Obviously, we get a lot of hard races. We have a tough Brown team that's going to be very good. Princeton, we're going out to San Diego, that's going to be tough. So I guess we've kind of set little goals for ourselves along the way, making sure that we don't, lose focus of the bigger picture, but also that we don't, that we don't only focus on IRAs, because that leaves us vulnerable to like slipping up at other races as well.
Yes, those are goals that are, I'm sure, in the back of people's mind, but you can't really focus on them or worry about those until you've raced and got some sense of how fast you are. For a first race, to be racing against crews from the West Coast in particular, California and Stanford, who are expected to be very strong, that'll be a very challenging opening regatta for us, but hopefully a good experience. There's no question that this is a very experienced group at the top of the squad. Mike DiSanto in particular has provided very good leadership as a captain. There's no question that they've maintained a very high level of motivation and a very good work ethic. I've been really pleased with the attitude of the seniors, but also the squad as a whole.
As a senior and as a captain, you can't ask for more than your teammates and your classmates and the guys you've been rowing with for 4 years. Just, there's no questions asked when it comes time to perform. They're all there.
They're all special years. No, it's not an issue. I mean, it's 50th, 20th, 30th. That's not the issue. The issue is, for me, it's like any other year. To do the best I can to get the crews to row as well as they can and race well. And so, it's another year, but we hope it's going to be another good year.